start by reading this written statement before I get carried away so that we can finish quickly. Members of the press, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. I, Sampa, remain committed to the cause and vision of the party called the Patriotic Front. Like I stated before on Friday, was it Thursday? We remain open for consultations and would like to reiterate, my position. My position is that, as it was the last time that I addressed you members of the press, that I am the legal president of the Patriotic Front. Everything I'm stating here is factual. We should not, or at least I will not bury my head in the sand like an ostrich. We'll state facts as they are. Those who don't like facts can react as they like, and they can do as they wish, including insulting me. That's part of politics. They are welcome to do that, but I'll state facts as they are and the truth as it is. I am the legal president of the party called Patriotic Front, more so after the ruling of 27th March 2026. I am alive, however, and fully aware to some appeal that has been filed by the Secretary General Rafael Nakachinda. However, it remains, that's a matter in court. I'll cover that shortly. But also allow me to basically say that all along, I'll repeat this as I said it last press conference, because some people didn't seem like they were listening. It's any man, it's any women up. Pakwaka no bunga tapagensh. I'll repeat again. We lost power in 2021. I did all I could in Matero to win power, to bring votes to President Edgar Chagwa Lungu. In the process, I even got stabbed. I still have a stab in the back, almost killed, in trying to bring votes for President Edgar Chagwa Lungu. So I campaigned and died a little, like Dennis Wewe used to say, die a little. I died a little just to maintain my president in power, but it was never to be. Go and check the results of 2021, who contributed most votes to President Edgar Chagwa Lungu. You'll find that if it's not Sampa number one, is possibly number two. Didn't happen on its own. That means I wanted my president to continue, and I wanted the party to continue. Down the line, a convention was held in 2023, 24th October. I think everyone is even now tired of hearing why that happened. But if you don't know why that happened, then you're not PF. But just a recap, it was advertised. I paid 200,000, many others did. The convention wasn't taking place. There was procrastination, but it took place. And Sampa was elected president. And some of those people who elected Sampa are here. They can lift their hands, they are here. They are there. Send women in Oku. There's a reason why you come. Tatuomba na bachamwenzo. Noti we vendera kumbuye mutari leta azimai wa bwe ngorana zama. They were there. This one was there. Lift your hand. they elected, Mao Sampa won. Others contested and they went to court, not one court, several court cases. Close to 6 court cases in High Court, in the Constitutional Court, and the judgments there were summarizing that Mao Sampa is the president of PF. Further on down, I will repeat myself because some people don't hear. They have things in their head. Even when I speak, they just want to hear what is in their head. They don't have to like me, but they should hear what I'm saying. I'm not Mane, so I don't expect to be liked or loved by everybody. So I don't expect to be loved by everybody. But at least I'm comforted that I'm confident that there is a majority out there that appreciate me and appreciate what I'm saying and what I do. So at least they should follow the facts as they are. I'm forced to repeat because some chose to misinterpret. Along the way, President Lungu and I reconciled. When it was clear that he wanted to come back, some people asked him to come back. At the time, I was on record having said, it's too early for Amdala to come back. Let him rest. In my own world, if I was President Lungu's advisor, then I would have said, come back out like now, when there's a few weeks or months before general election. But some of those talking too loud and insulting me, they are the ones who said, President Lungu, come now, come now. That was like 2 years before election. That's like a marathon. That is history. But we reconciled and I agreed to hand over the party to President Edgar Lungu. Now the party where there has been ruling in court confirming me as president, you don't just hand over like handkerchief yakwa KKN. You don't give as a present political parties. You follow constitutions, and constitutions say you are elected, or constitutions say there's a vacancy. So there was no vacancy then. I was the president of the PF. So the only way was to go to court to annul myself or whatever. There's a consent is signed where I hand over to President Lungu. A consent was not signed and the case remained in court. Along the way, President Lungu died. May so rest in peace. And the judgment came out on 27th March, a few days ago. That judgment had only 2 options. It was either to give back the PF to President Edgar Lungu or maintain the PF with Mao Sampa as president. The arguments are in there. It's a big, thick judgment. The court, in its wisdom, and it's given reasons why it did so. They are there. And they said, no, Mao was properly elected. But don't forget, the whole thing, I was happy to allow that President Lungu take so. If the ruling had gone the other way, it had given President Edgar Lungu the party. But we know that he's dead. May he so rest in peace. So now, kulianga kwa chibaka fuafwa, on who is President Edgar Lungu after he's died. Bali Minekale, people rose up to claim, I'm Edgar Lungu, I'm Edgar Lungu, I'm Edgar Lungu. If the ruling had said give Edgar Lungu, you were going to see fights. And they had put up their shirts to fight. And I know of about 8 people who are going to claim that they are the Edgar Lungu. So they have taken over PF. But God as it may be, it was ruled in my favor. And my loyalty was and is with President Edgar Lungu. Even in my last statement, I said I'll honor Edgar Lungu and consult with those people that were close to him. But as you may know, if President Edgar Lungu, the one I wanted to give the party, is dead. So, ideally, who should I give the party to? Who should I hand over the party to? To borrow President Edgar Lungu's his own phrase, I'll hand over the party to myself. Yes. Because President Edgar Lungu is dead. Yes. Even if now the ruling had come the way it did, but President Edgar Lungu was there, would still have found ways because I had a lot of respect for him. Yes. Now, as we are, I said last week, even if I'm the president of the PF, I'm the legal president. That's a fact. I still was going to consult all those close associates to President Edgar Lungu and then see the best way forward. And I even said, where I am now, I'm not desperate to stand as president of Zambia under the PF. I've learned that it doesn't have to be me. It's the party that is important. If the owners of the party, these are few, only few, countrywide, think that I'm not the one that can make them win, I said I was going to facilitate, to allow whoever they think can win to take over. There is a procedural and administrative ways to get that done within the PF's constitution, with me facilitating, and I was going to do that. And I remain with that commitment. But what happened after Friday, after I gave my statement explaining that, people went all out igniting people to insult me, to call me names, call me this. Not that I can't do it. In Matero we learned everything, to be polite, to respond, to fight physically, to fight verbally, to fight in court, to fight in parliament, to fight on a football pitch. We fight, we play, we score like Mbappe. We know every game. So any trick that anyone can use, we can do it better. So I spent the weekend watching. You can even tell when someone is insulting me. You can even tell who sent them. Me, when I respond, I will not even send anyone. I will respond directly. But I restrained myself. This press conference was, and with those occurrences over the weekend, just showed me that, Miles, why are you troubling yourself? Uniting with people that don't want to unite with you. You are telling them, let's do this, I'm happy to give you, they're still fighting you. Bamo baleisa nokuli obwali. Bamo balantumira na phone, ntumina kwenda rama. Bamo for the last 10 years. Mu life yawe neta bampera ko fena ngufe litaba. But balali metaba farm tabampera ko itaba. Bachira bushi kubalomba inenda bapera. Instead bantumine phone balentuka ina. That said, here now, my open arms are still open. These matters, as we have seen, they have not finished there in court. Mr. Ngona has appealed. We are still fighting in court. Here we are. The other case, the other camp, Mr. Nagachinda has appealed. They are saying PF has appealed. How can PF appeal against PF? Because it's PF who won. My old Sampa is PF. So I've seen some headlines PF has appealed. No. Here's my conclusion. Whatever I do in this scenario that I'm in, there are people who've just made up their mind that they have to kill PF. Their plan or their calculation to state house themselves, partikano PF yafwa. Then by a parika SPV, there's this word they're using, SPV, Special Purpose Vehicle. Kapati kakubomfya fedelela kutibake minine. On PF bamunata koti ya rulinga infini maosampa. Tatwa mutema maosampa. Tieni kulika apati aka nono tuwe minine. But before we go, let's kill PF. Ama structures tubabepe. We destroy PF so that tuyena didianga yafwa PF olo tuime tuye nomba kulia kariya kapati. But fota tula ya ten tutobe ya window ya PF. Tien tutobe mitenge. Tien tuipa ya structures. Ofyo wale chita. Kutiba sende wale ivepa na last time I told them. They want to take our structures to the SPV. I could have mentioned who is on which SPV, but I won't. They want PF being alive because they know a democratically set up convention they can't win, or they know there's Mao Sampa that they have to talk to. They don't like Mao Sampa, so they just want to kill PF and kill him. By the way, Mamu na kankwete. Last 4 days, na kwete food poisoning kali sana. Nalina mu hospital. So kuli bammo. Balefu afya PF ifwe. Ngani Mao Sampa wina afwe. So namo natyapa okay. Ababe nabalense kaseka. Kanshi bene balefu PF ifwe na balefu amfwe. In my own goodwill, batusambisha bakatolika reconcile and unite with people. They've taken advantage. They come smiling, but they have ill intention. Whatever we do, they don't want to be in PF. And if you look closely to all of them, lyatwale wina mu 2011 tabaliko. Tabakichulire chipanichi. So nilya story ya mu Bible, atumwana tumuposero tumusunge bene balanda tentu muipaye. If you learn that amulete numwana, then they want the PF to die. You can hear them from their mouth. Anything that resuscitates the PF they don't like. They want it to die and they want to stand on another party. And we are under to MMD. MMD actually, but a majority of them came after we won. The same way they are rushing to UPND, when UPND's end is coming one day, when they lose, it is the same people that will be leaving them. Their job is just to move from a ruling party to a ruling party to a ruling party. In a life, Yandisha joined up a ruling party, Shaka joined up a ruling party. We started the PF, we lost in 2006, we lost in 2008, we lost in 2001, until we won in 2011. We've even lost our jobs just fighting that PF wins.
Yes.
So where we are now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell those who love the PF from their heart, don't be cheated. I kept saying it last week, PF is intact. PF is here. We've come where fighting these battles. You know these court battles of leadership. You thought it was just PF. UCO, FDD, they are fighting leadership. NCP, they are fighting leadership.
Yes.
UPND na yokuliyama faction leaders. Limbefi abanomo mu Zambia. Noti mu makosera fe Mao Sampa ewa pa PF. Ninebo na rushire PF. Akwakalela ndefyo takabi kapone fili fyonse. Eka rushishe na PF when we start mentioning details. Ine kuchawama ko went to campaign there. They attacked me, they smashed my wife's vehicle, they smashed my vehicle. We protected the votes. Utotulelanda. Did you see the Muchawama? In Chawama, we went to protect Edgar Chagwa Lungu's legacy. That's where he was MP. That's where the daughter Tasila was MP. Anybody who claims loved Edgar Lungu should have been there. They didn't come. It was just me, Balubinda, na Chimbakambwili, and others. We put in Nundwe there. Purely because we said that's our brother's home. Olo Matero one day shiri kubale for kusenda Matero. You should all go if you love me to fight for Matero. Noti now Muikara you are in Lusaka. The seat is about to be taken. And today they want to say, oh, Mausa has killed people. Who's brought there? Ask the Chawama people. It's PF who won that seat. So they now have come to a point where you can say what you want. You can insult me as you wish. Tamunshitira obunga. And mwebambe mule tukana na limishitira obunga. Na likwata na mali city. So I will not lose anything. For lack of a better term, you can go to hell. Enough is enough. Mwakamba vambiri. And continue. Tomorrow go and audio to my audio video and insult me some more. But here we are. Now, by powers vested in me,
20 million Zambians. through the court.
By powers vested in me by the convention that happened on the 24th October 2023, Article 60 and Article 61 of the PF Constitution, and as ratified by the High Court judgment of 27th March by CC Zulu, I want to exercise my powers today under the PF. I'm talking about the PF, Patriotic Front.
Yes.
Anybody can talk about any other party they wish. I want to announce now, here on, that I've dissolved the Central Committee of the Patriotic Front.
Yes.
That's one. I've dissolved all the provincial chairmen that are currently there. Dissolved the Central Committee and dissolved all the provincial chairmen. And by the same powers vested in me, I'm talking about the legal PF, I want to make the following appointments for provincial chairmen. Southern Province, I appoint Chairman Omar Munsanje. Northwestern Chairman, the new provincial chairman is Emmanuel Meleki. Copperbelt Province, I withhold the announcement for now. Western Province, I withhold the announcement for now. Luapula Province, I appoint Provincial Chairman Simon Luando. Muchinga Province, I withhold the announcement for now. Northern Province, I appoint Chairperson Petronella Nkumbula. The new constitution says we should give women equal platform for leadership. Who said provincial chairmen can only be men? So I'm the first one. I'm appointing a provincial chairman, a woman. A provincial chairman, a woman for Northern Province is Petronella Nkumbula. Eastern Province Patriotic Front Chairman, I appoint or reappoint Joseph Makukula. Central Province, I appoint or reappoint Billy Sichamba. Lusaka Province, I appoint Crispin Kabole. Pantu Lusaka Province is home. In Bemba they say Kuriawashi Kenfutu Takurira Mumbi. So in Lusaka I go a step further because the provincial chairman and committee are the ones that appoint the district and constituencies and the rest. But for Lusaka Province, because I live in Lusaka Province, that's my home ground, the capital city, I go further and appoint for Wakabole your provincial youth chairman. Your provincial youth chairman from now on is a man getting a promotion within 4 days, and that is Papa Gunas. Papa Gunas. Number Uleke. Now we are giving you an official position. Bukada wapwa. Uleke kutukana abantu. Wala natinishi mwamutemwa uliala tukana abantu. As the Bible says, chikashane sagono now we can make up, we get up. So we mean won't say Inena abakwati mu Bible. I follow what the Bible says. Umuntu ngalalufyanya tekumuposa panse. You bring them closer, and in the process you make them a better person. So now new provincial chairman, congratulations. Energize the youths in Lusaka, Kafue, Chirundu, Fera, Chongwe, Chilanga, and Lufunsa and elsewhere. Nomba uambo for an executive. So ndefa nkupere jacket yanti.
La 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 la.
Wamba na wachinda mano utue tumasuki na wale fuwala kubanki tumatera menti berenga upamuka chapa pale mbewenshi hapa
Mouse.
Bampangire pe kubasungu so nakupera na kuchindika olo yafuma na kulondri noti atibati fuwele congratulations
Shuka sana.
Balia bonse watukana abachikulire ubatumina mafoni uchite apologize uchite an apologize and start afresh not kutukana abantu ulelanda fyama points but wela batukanai makamaka bakalamba. That is the leadership at the provincial level. I now go to the Central Committee of the PF, where I am president as ruled by the court. Vice President, Administration, I withhold the name. For now, we're still consulting with those people I said I'll consult that were close to President Edgar Lungu. Vice President Political, I withhold for now, still consulting. National Chairperson, I withhold. National Vice Chairperson of the Patriotic Front, I want to announce I'm appointing Madam Charity Katongo. Deputy Secretary General Politics, Deputy Secretary General Politics by powers vested in me by Article 60 and 61 of the PF Constitution, I appoint Deputy Secretary General Politics Mr. Edwin Lifwekelo. DSG Politics, congratulations. National Women, still consulting, I withhold. National Youth Chairperson, consulting, I withhold. Mobilization Chairman, I'm consulting, I withhold. Chairman Election, consulting. Chairperson, Defense and Security, I appoint Honorable John Kufuna. Congratulations. He's a former MP of Mufulira Central, a former Deputy Minister of Defense.
That is the Copper Belt, Western Province.
Former Provincial Minister, Copper Belt Provincial Minister. Eva liba nani ba mdala bali konomba bati ba. Eva liba Bomani Lusambo anda
Copper Belt.
Anda basata. Eva liba Matambo anda basata. And then he was provincial chairman for Western Province and Deputy Minister Chiefs.
Local government also.
And Deputy Minister Local Government. Thank you and congratulations. Ensure that I'm secure, bareko kuchita poison if yakulya fyandi. And protect all party members and ensure there's security everywhere.
And the former Zambia Army officer.
And he's a former Zambia Army officer. Thank you, sir. And further on, I want to appoint, I appoint hereby MCC John Wanga. I reappoint him. He was already a member. This one wants to eat me. I reappoint Mishek Zambo Dumbui. By the way, the PF Constitution and as per ruling of 27th March has a maximum of 30 people. And then the provincial chairmen are ex-officials. So it's 30 plus 10. So a maximum of 40. We had gone all the way to 70 because the Central Committee would make a decision to increase, but it was never changed at a general conference so that it can be put and printed in the constitution of the PF. So everything I do will be according to the judgment as it guided. Other than provincial chairman, the maximum that the Central Committee will have is 30 plus provincial chairman. Allow me, for intents and purposes, the others we're still consulting for good reasons. Allow me to appoint one more member of the Central Committee. Remember the last gathering, I said my role, which remains the same, is to unite all candidates into one and to unite all those that worked closely to President Edgar Lungu, and they are known, and I'm still meeting or talking to them so that we come up Nechintu Chimo as a united front. Not for them to support me, but for us to unite and make the PF prevail, and ultimately, if it's not me, put somebody that can make us win. So I want to appoint one more MCC, and this is a candidate that applied as well. A new member of the Central Committee that I'm appointing is Mr. Willah Mudolo. Mr. Willah Mudolo, I was on the phone with him before this general conference, this press conference, and he has confirmed and happy to be in this Central Committee as a member. So much said about him, but he's one of us, and he paid the nomination fee, he paid everything, and he was a candidate, and it's my job to unite everybody, and I've spoken to him, and he's agreed to join this Central Committee. The other candidates, all of them, I'm speaking to them, and I've spoken to them, we just have not finalized, and those that will accept, we include them. We want inclusiveness. And those that worked with President Edgar Lungu, I'll speak to all of them, and if they agree, we'll include them. MPs as well, I'll speak to those who want to be spoken to. If they agree, we include them. So that ends this press conference, and this Central Committee and this provincial chairman. The work starts now to unite the party. More so why I had to appoint this Central Committee. My time is spent mostly in court, fighting. I'm not fighting for myself. I'm fighting for PF to be liberated, for PF to be on the ballot.
Yes.
So anybody who under PF takawepa ballot, just know they are my enemies.
Yes.
And when I dig deeper, you find that they just joined the PF.
Yes.
And now that's not in power, they want it dead. And they have SPV. I asked them to live in peace, not in pieces. And if they think PF is dead, they should keep that to their mind and their head. For me, PF is not dead.
Yes. And
for me, PF will be on the ballot.
Yes.
I'll do whatever it is. If it means me breaking my house so that PF is on the ballot, I'll do that.
Yes.
I've been fighting this battle since this is 2025, since last 3 years, non-stop in and out of court. And we've won many battles, some of them lost in court. We are already there, we've won, there's only one case remaining. But you hear somebody, PF Naifa, Tayakawepa ballot. Our members out there who are watching me, that you love PF, don't be cheated. PF will fight to be on the ballot.
Yes.
If we had a weak heart and mind that PF would never win, in 2011 would not have won. We kept fighting battles every day until the last day. If we had that weak mind, we would not have won Chawama. We kept fighting there until in the night cars were broken until we won. So those you hear say that, that means they've never fought a political battle. They were just hand-given or hand-picked, and they've never won an election. In politics, you fight. I was telling someone today who made a mistake on the phone, telling me, PFR, I said, if Senegal was thinking like you, for Africa Cup, Baba Pela red card, Baba Pela Morocco penalty with 2 minutes to go, Sadio Mane went and begged everyone to come back. Nishikusherefe 1 minute. Ba Morocco filiale saba penalty bapusa and missed the penalty. And it went in extra time and Senegal won. If they were thinking like them, do you think Senegal would have been African champions? No. So, but yeah, look at their CV. When you hear someone say that, look at their CV, what they have fought for. All the elections they won was when PF was in power. Their pillars was the backbone of Basata or Balungu. So that Balungu is not there, or Basata is not there, they are disoriented. They can't stand up on their own backbone. If Basata Balungu left us, PF will fight for it to the end and will triumph like Senegal did. Yes. PF will be on the ballot. Those who think that you will not, where there's a will, there is a way. Those who think that PF will not be on the ballot, go in peace. Don't tell us what you think. Go to your Tuma party and leave us in peace. Yes. Otherwise, we'll remove a CV of you showing which day you joined PF. When we lost power, 1 week after we lost power, I've resigned PF. I've resigned. When did you rejoin PF? So as far as we are concerned, they are not members of the PF. They rejoin. They need to reapply to the DSG in Fuekero to reaccept them. In PF, when you resign publicly, you should rejoin publicly. So as long as we can't see where someone rejoined publicly, then you are not a member. Yes. You are a hijacker. And we're here to fight hijackers until PF will remain intact. You found PF, you will go and you will leave PF. Thank you very much, and everybody, let's get working. The provincial chairman, those who have gone, don't beg for anyone, let them go. Replace them with people from the constituencies or from the district. If they have gone per province, replace them with people from the district. Per district, they have gone, replace with per constituency per ward and per branch. Don't beg for anyone. There's more people want to come on those positions. Let them go. After all, most of them are the ones who made PF lose, who made President Edgar Chagwa Lungu lose. Me, I'm not one of them. I have a scar to show for it. Thank you very much.